Good afternoon, Eric, Arturo, Steven. I'm Jay Leeper, and you guys finally get a chance to see what I look like and what I sound like, for better or for worse. Just wanted to send this video real quick, show you guys some of the fluids that we got. I've got a plan for getting the fluids to you guys down there in Guadalajara, but it's going to take a little bit of time, which involves sending to a point of contact that I've got here in the States who can take it across and then go from that point on. But as your suggestion, I was going to send a video in regards to the viscosities and the fluids that we'll be dealing with. See if I can work this out. All right, these two samples are pretty typical of what we see out there. I have left this alone overnight so everything can settle. And this was pretty natural in regards to what we got. On this particular sample, you can see we got a mud weight of 9.5, which means 9.5 pounds per gallon of this particular fluid. Its viscosity is listed as 29, so it's pretty thin as far as that goes. You can see through there, it's water and the sediment, but that's not the way it comes to the flow line. When it comes to the flow line, it'll be all mixed. You guys can see how that kind of goes. More along lines like this. And you see in this particular example, there's not a whole lot on the bottom that's settling, so to speak. It's more of just a fluid. So it's, to me, it's just like muddy water. It's the best way I can think to describe it. On this particular example, its mud weight is 8.8 pounds, which actually I thought was kind of interesting because it is technically less mud weight than what this one is over here. Again, as 8.8 pounds, which is per gallon, comes out to what? A little over 4 liters, no, libras in Spanish, if I remember right. But what's interesting about this one's viscosity is 60. Again, this is water, but as you guys can see, if I mix it up, the sediment in there is probably about 2/3. You can see there's some aggregate on the bottom, but as you kind of mix it around, you see again the nature of the stuff on top. So when I take it, move it on the side, it moves pretty easily. And this is the nature it'll come out when it comes from the flow line. So the idea, again, yeah, it's kind of, is that we will pull the stuff off the flow line, about 4 ounces, which I estimate to be about that much, maybe less, not quite sure. And then out of that 4 ounces, like I said, that'll go into a tube that goes down to the machine that does the bagging and tagging. So once it gets down to the bag, and it's that fold, form, and seal, it's that stuff that's in a round area, which will go down into the, which the sample will get collected down there, and it'll get marked with the time, date, and footage that was collected at. It's stored off to the side. So if the mechanism that we're working on will do that and just basically cuts it off, and I could keep this in probably about a 6x6 by, call it a 4 or 5 type of trailer or skid, we will be in good shape. So I hope this helps clarify some things as opposed to make it, you know, muddy, so to speak. We'll try and get this stuff to you ASAP. Thank you so much for your time, and like I said, look forward to your replies and email.